So, Peter, Prodata, we've got some nice probes in the soil here. Just out of interest, soil wet or dry? What's it looking like?
I think we'll say that the soil is slightly chaffy. On the dry side, definitely. And not much forecast of anything changing at the moment. So.
And Prodata's technology is around helping farmers gather that all-important data around weather. How are you seeing farmers use it?
Yes, it's weather, I'd say weather and environment. So I think the thing of just looking at weather now is in the past. We now need to look at the environment as a bigger picture, It's a much more sort of global thing, as it were. So farmers using the data, how are they using the data? On a small farm, on a small scale, you're looking at a set of data in a small area. If you have a larger farm, how are you using that data? How does that spread across 2,000, 3,000 hectares, remote blocks of land? I think we all can agree now that weather is much more localized.
Yeah.
So what's happening in this spot? Is it happening in that spot? Is it completely different? So how does that data scale up to decision making? I think is the interesting thing forward. So obviously, technology becoming more affordable. A cost of, say, a fully remote weather station, maybe £1,400–1,500. So it's not grotesque in the scale of things. But how many of those stations would you need to gain that data, and what are you going to do with the data? If you have a 3,000 acre farm or 3,000 hectare farm, if you need to spray on a set couple of days, well, you've got to spray on that time period, haven't you? You can't have 10 sprayers sitting in a shed waiting to go at that precise moment. So yes, you've got to be able to use that data appropriately, but how does it scale? I think is that question that we were asking.
Question of the show.
Question of the show.
Great. Thank you, Peter.
Not a problem.